glad to see us.
So, here we are, live again. Well, after that Grand Prix, yeah, what have we got to say about that? I mean, quite frankly, it was a interesting one. I think we'll all agree. And I'm struggling to process my thoughts on that one a little bit. So, yeah, anyway, this is Midnight Ice production. This has taken place directly after the Grand Prix, the first Saudi Arabian Grand Prix has taken place. Yeah, what a race. What a race. I think that's putting it politely. Alright, what are the rules for this one? Oops. When your PC starts doing funky things. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, let's get some actual on-track action. Let's crack on. Yeah, what a hell of a race. Putting it politely. Let's go on track. Let's have some fun. Alright. Let's get out of there. So I'm racing with a bunch of people I've never raced with before. So this will be fun. Hello again, Louis. What did you think of the Grand Prix, mate? So we're going back down to Group 3 after racing, 64 laps at Barcelona in the Super Formula cars. It feels pedestrian-like, but much more manageable. Incident field, I think, is the polite way of putting it. Was an utter fustercluck, man. Utter fustercluck. I mean, there was so much trouble with debris and Max, not related for the most part. It was unreal. It really was. I mean, they're going to be analysing that race for weeks. I really do think that. Yeah, he was driving a little bit like a racing Roger, if you ask me, on the first lap. Yeah, he wasn't driving fairly. He was bending every rule in the book. Being fair, I don't think Mercedes were completely clean today. I mean, they definitely bent the rule on the restarts of being close to the car in front. But allegedly, that rule, where you're meant to be within 10 car lengths of the car in front for the restart, doesn't apply for a restart. which is a bit odd. So either they knew that or they were breaking the rules and backing up Verstappen for the safety car. So yeah, I don't think Mercedes were completely clean, but yeah, Max today, he's a cracking driver, but he's abusing the rules. He really is. I just think if anyone follows, my phone went. If anyone follows the WTF1 podcast, they're going to have the world's longest podcast just for this Grand Prix tomorrow. Just on a qualifying lap. Oh, come on. I'm not going to wait for you. Sorry. And yeah, I think it's not me running this one, mate. I've just joined a random lobby. I'm going to start my own lobbies in a bit, though. I just thought I'd come annoy some randoms. So, do I think Max has been naughty? Yes, I really do. I don't think he meant to cause a problem with the collision incident when he's letting Hamilton back past. But I don't think how he was driving was necessarily brilliant. I mean, that's more just a misjudgment than anything. I mean, the dive bombing into turn 1 and passing off the track again is getting irritating from him. I do like the fact at the end on the Sky coverage, Damon Hill was asked, so do you think certain people's driving standards, Max for instance, is a lot like Schumacher's back in the day? And Damon completely dodged the question. I mean, I think Damon is tremendously good with not slating Schumacher's driving standards from the 90s. He just doesn't do it. So, but the problem is then Damon does let himself down. He says something random somewhere and you're like, oh, why did you say that? It's a bit like Jacques Villeneuve occasionally. Well, it's the other way around in some ways. Jacques Villeneuve, you can discount 95% of what he says, but 5% of it is a golden nugget, and it's like absolutely spot on. Damon's kind of the other way around. Occasionally just let himself down. Okay, if he doesn't start it by the time I finish this lap, I'm going to go make my own lobby. Hey, Coolios, how you doing? Have you recovered from Jackbox yet? Yeah, good man. Damn it. I was on for a good lap though. Well, it makes you wonder we're going to start soon, doesn't it? I'm practicing for like 10 minutes. And that guy definitely didn't make the apex. Yeah, in all honesty, Kudos, I hurt my arm at work the other day, I think, and I'd taken it off in the meantime. It's not because of the redeems, I genuinely think I've hurt it. And I've been struggling with it all day. So it's kind of, I'm just taking it easy. I have a very physical job. So I was at work yesterday, I was really struggling. It'd been getting worse for a couple of days. And yeah, it was just starting to lock up a bit, so I was like, I'm just trying to be a bit more sensible. Not to mention I've had a really stiff neck, so it's kind of like, why do one when, you know, do one in and then do the other one in as well. Just trying to be a bit more sensible. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm going to set up my own one. Right, there you go, put one up. Yeah, exactly, there's no point in overworking your shoulder. I mean, I hurt it weightlifting a few years back. I was going for a personal best on some dumbbells, and then it was, as I was sort of reaching the pinnacle, my just right shoulder went, nope. And that was it. And it's never been right since. Occasionally, I go to an osteopath and get an adjustment in the back, get all the muscle put back in the right place, you know, the swelling goes down once it gets adjusted, and then it feels like it's brand new again. So I think it's time I went back and had that done again. I might book one for later in the week or something. Hey, Louis. See you then. Good to see you again, buddy. So that race was nuttier than Squirrel, Turd. Quite lucky I live in the south. Okay. You have a bit about healthcare. Now, to get a osteopath, you have to go private, and there's just no other way around it. I had a not so PG analysis. That I can understand. I completely understand. Yeah. The more I look at that Verstappen incident where he's letting Hamilton through, the more I think it's not on purpose, the crash. He's not brake checked him, but he has driven erratically. And it's just stuff like that you always get with Max. I think if you take out the incidents he's had this year, he's been more than fast enough to be world champion. More than fast enough. However, he lets himself down with really shocking driving antics. Try to do some pull-ups. I try to do some... Yeah, my shoulders are in the same state at the moment, mate. Particularly the right one. Though I can't do pull-ups. I can do one sit-up, and that's if you've got a pint in front of me. Or a Mars bar. There's no way you're nearly 100 kilo. Right, that to me says you've got a good frame, mate. Sounds like you can add a lot of muscle to it. It's not, but you know, going to the gym and working out every day, it's not for everyone. You vary between half a stone each day. Is that between how much your food is and how big a shit you've had? Oh, so they're still awaiting the verdict. Yeah, I still think for that incident, I don't know if they're going to dish out a penalty. I mean, at the very least, it's got to be a reprimand for probably Max, maybe even Lewis, or being a little bit dense. I mean, what's going on? Well, there's two things. It's either a safety car or Max is letting you through, but either way. Curious, I remember hearing a fact that you could lose up to a pint of water or slash sweat every night when you sleep. So you would naturally replenish your fluids throughout the day, of course. Presuming you drink enough. Oh, that was a good first sector. So, question for you, Stephen, is what do you think of the Arabian course? I personally don't like it. It's another Tilka track. It's a different one, mind you. It's very unique, but I don't like it. Yeah. Sounds like the drivers liked it, but I'm a little bit surprised. Everyone kept saying it reminds them of a fast Monaco, but I think it reminds me a lot more of Singapore. I think it felt like Singapore and Abu Dhabi mashed together. Oh, hey, that's me. Hey, Pedro's here! Do you know what? You're right. The racing wasn't that great. It was just the incidents. Good to see you, Pedro. I see you're in the lobby. Yeah, I'll catch up with your comment in a second, mate. Oh, crap. I'll catch up with now then. Oh, I took that corner way too tight. Anyway, what was that? Plus, the racing itself wasn't great. It was only... Yeah, I read that, sorry. The way the Arabian track looks, it looks like it's too fast of a course. Do you know, I'm not worried about that, the fastness of it. I'm just not... But I used to be a fan of street circuits being a challenge for the drivers and all that sort of thing. But when you look at it from the 90s and all that, I remember looking at an IndyCar race. It was Detroit, not Detroit. It might have been Detroit. And it was an IndyCar race. It doesn't really matter. It was the first race of the 94 season. That's what I do remember. And it was up and down, undulating, and then the cars were, jumping. Not jumping, but they were bouncing a little bit. I mean, it was a proper challenge for the drivers. I mean, don't get me wrong, this one is as well, but in a very odd way. It's a street circuit with not being on a street. It just felt odd. And I'm not sure I thank it for that. I mean, what they did with the celebrations, the drones and all that sort of thing, the spectacle, absolutely top notch. I mean, to the point where Abu Dhabi is going to have to up its ante severely. But yeah, the track itself. I mean, I think Stephen, you said it right. It didn't create much in the way of racing, except for a couple of DRS passes into turn one between the Ferraris, and a couple of collisions between Seb and Kimi, Tsunoda and Vettel. You get the idea. It was more incidents than anything. Because the track is so narrow, no one can pass. I'm stunned that Lewis could even get close to Max in any of those sections. So, Oh, Louis, it looks like you're going to have your luck. Well, you have to push for this one, mate. We've got a very quick, can't pronounce that, Schumacher-Paul. Schumacher-Paul. Schumacher-Zedlock. Looks very quick. Anywho, let's get going. I don't like to slate new course and all that, but I do think for next year it needs to be altered. It needs to elongate a couple of the corners, have a few more braking zones put in there, that sort of thing. Just alter it slightly. I mean it'll be expensive, but they've got enough money to do it out there and enough room. Anywho, that's just my point of view. Sounds like Tokyo Drift, you ask me, mate. That's what I get for looking the wrong way. What car are you in, Louis? Like that Citroen. I think I've made a mistake by changing cars right before the start of the race. I just don't feel like I know where this car's going. Oh well, it's part of the fun. Hey, Bobsy, good to see you again, buddy. I did get your friend request and I've accepted it, mate. Good to see you again, dude. We're back playing some more GT Sport. You want to come and jump in, mate? Feel yourself, feel, you know, free for yourself to join, or go feel yourself, whatever comes first. Da, 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 da. The boy 6'5", something or other, has left the room. Fair enough, I guess. So, Bobsy, how are you doing, mate? How's things? What is Daily Race C next week, by the way? I know Daily Race B is Alsace, that's all I know. Yeah, no worries, Bobsy. No further action with Leclerc and Perez. Well, to be fair, Leclerc couldn't disappear there, could he? And yeah, it was never gonna 3 or 4 was never gonna go into 1, was it? And Shadow, good to see you, buddy. How you been? Alsace is Daily Race C. Oh crap! I'm not doing that. I hate Alsace. Just 2 tracks I hate. It's Nürburgring and Alsace. I just don't like them. I might do Daily Race B or A then. I'm going to have to trust you on that. There's a couple of corners on it I like, but as a whole I hate the course. I just don't enjoy it. Yeah, I would agree with you on that, Stephen. I thought the same thing. I mean, Leclerc was already against the wall and Perez drifted to the left. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's an incident. Group 4 Monza. So that's a Veyron train then. Alright, won't be doing that. I'm not the greatest Group 4 racer as it is, but I've got iRacing now, so chances are I'm going to be doing some iRacing next week. And I will probably just do some lobbies on GT Sport. Veyron, yeah, or the RCZ, yeah, I get you. Porsche tweeted he's fine, that's good, that is good. I mean, he was the one who had the other guy got the back of him, wasn't he? In the F2. It was actually... You're racing endurance Wednesday night. I don't know. Is that for Saber's thing? Typically Wednesday night I'm playing Borderlands with a couple of mates. Oh, it was Fittipaldi. Yeah, of course it was Emerson's grandson, wasn't it? Wednesday. I'll have to see. I didn't know it was going to be on a Wednesday night. I thought it was going to be Thursday nights. I'll look at my schedule. I hate Bathurst. To be fair, I also hated Brands Hatch that we did the other night. Wednesday. Okay, I'll see what I can make happen. Thursday normally. Right, okay. I mean, if Sabre will have me, I'll do my best to make myself available. I do enjoy racing with you guys in Sabre. Although I'm not annoyed that Sabre got me on the final corner of the Monza race. Bastard. Ran out of tyres, talent and fuel. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, you gotta like a good clean lobby. It's part of the reason why I've stayed away from dailies recently. I mean, they are just so disgustingly dirty. And not to mention that there's just not been races I've enjoyed. I mean, I did enjoy that race C that's on at the moment, but will I be doing it again? Probably not. But obviously, you take care, dude. Have fun. And hope to see you on Wednesday. I'll just see if I can jiggle my schedule about. All this organising yourself is such a pain in the arse. Louis, the track goes right there, mate. Hey, Pedro. I'm not entirely sure how you're doing that and driving. One assumes you've got auto drive on. So that's the first colour redeem of the night. How many more are going to be blue? Liam, good to see you again, buddy. How you doing? Just having a nice, relaxing lobby drive with some mates. Talking about the Grand Prix. You know, that sort of stuff. How about yourself? That's right. I said I would. Louis, if you just hit the bridge. Tell Bobsy to go away. Will do. He's already. Being fair, I think he's already gone. He said goodbye a minute ago. So, who in the chat has any thoughts on the F1 or F2 that they want to express? And he's a cool dude. He's invited me to join BBR. Oh right, BBR. Okay. Oh, hang on. BBR. What's BBR? Oh, I presume that's the championship or something. Oh sweet. That's really cool, man. You tried cockpit view. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? A bit. Louis, you do know what I get to do now, right? Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. You're not that bad around here, Pedro. Wow, I think we had a field of like 10 before we started this race. The boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left during the race. Wow. Oh, that's a hindsight. Oh, we got a little bit of beef going on in the chat. Okay. Where do we want to go from here? Let's do something different. No, not that one. That's the same one, doofus. Hang on, is that the right one? No. That's it. Let's do that. Wow. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, Pedro. I mean, you did what you should have done. You were there to pick up the pieces when they crashed. Now they're just throwing the toys at each other. Well, they were throwing the toys at each other. That was quite funny. It's like a Max. It's like a Max and Lewis event. Just throw toys out at each other. I can't remember this course. It went a bit further right there. That's more like it. Once my mate goes off, I can. We'll pick up the pieces. Hop on. Oh, okay. Ah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. That's a bit more like it. If you're going to hop on into the lobby, that'd be pretty cool. This race is going to nuke the right-hand tyre, isn't it? We are just on farming sim. Farming sim. I shouldn't laugh actually, because that's really popular. There's loads of things that are out now for PC and Xbox and all that that are sims, and it's like stuff that would seem daft, like fishing simulator and all that. But some people just really enjoy it. It's like, oh, fair enough. Each into their own. That's all that matters at the end of the day if you enjoy it. Oh, crap. Hey, Singtap. Good to see you, buddy. Mate, I think today's race is right up there with Magello 2020. Silverstone 2020 as well, with all those punchers, and Lewis finished on 3 wheels, and Baku 2018. Yeah, trust me, mate, I saw it. Trust me, I saw it. Woo. I mean, that was a tricky one, wasn't it? That was a very tricky one. You're right, it wasn't one to miss. I mean, anyone missing that one's got to be kicking themselves. Hang on, just trying to put the music back on. Liam, meet Singtel. Singtel's name translates as man of many tabs open. It's rumoured. It's like the stick. Yeah, scripted final race. Definitely feels like that, doesn't it? Right. Looks like there's only going to be a few of us in this one. Realised you had a beer in your hand. Good man. I went for a painstaking choice of choosing my Twitch name, and you went with what's in my hand. I like it. Louis, don't forget to put it in 6th gear again. It was a Kobayashi moment. Hi, Kurt. It was a Kobayashi moment. I realised not everyone will understand the reference to The Usual Suspects. That's fair, man. I actually haven't watched that. I think you have explained that one to me before, though. Rings a bell. So, good to see you, Kirk. How you doing, buddy? Why don't you come racing with us? That was a drift too much, if you ask me, Mr. Louis. Good. Got the days of when Squirrel and Kobayashi were the midfield heroes. Midfield? Yeah, do you know what? You got to put Sato in that group as well. I know of it, I just never got around to watching it. Whoops, 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 whoops. Made it. Now that was close. Whew. Okay, I mean, Sato was slightly before I started watching F1. For me, it was the usual midfield race was still Kobayashi, Hogan, but yeah, and Perez. I mean, let's face it, yeah, Perez, for the majority of his career, was a midfield driver. Just usually excelled in underpowered machinery. Now he's in a top team, he's doing fine, but let's face it, he's had some awful races, like I'm just having here. Ah, the grass is not my friend. Do you know what? I would completely agree with you there, man. I would really completely agree. It's very much going to depend on what Ferrari and McLaren do next year, though. I mean, if Ferrari can continue the upward momentum, and as long as McLaren don't continue doing what they've done for the second half of this year after the Monza race, then hopefully they can pick up some wins and things. We'll see. We shall see. Well, he'll either soar or he'll die. From which you never really know with a F1 driver until they do something like what Leclerc did, just suddenly come alive. So we'll see. I mean, next year all bets are off with regards to the form book because of the massive rules change. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm fully looking forward to it. I mean, Charles didn't he win GP2 title? Yeah, I mean he did, but with when he went up to Ferrari, it was very much a couple of races of nothing, and then boom, there he was. I mean, in the Sauber, he had some epic performances. I mean, truly epic. But since Ferrari had that engine taken away from him, I think he's had Monaco was a great pole position, outstanding pole position. But he's a little bit hit and miss, and I mean, even if you see this weekend, he binned it. Admittedly, so did a lot of other drivers. But I find Leclerc, if he's on it, he's absolutely amazing. But if he's not, he's sometimes. Yeah, I mean, from what you said there, Louis, it's not surprising. I mean, you can actually see out the Corvette. I swear you want a hot date. I know you said take. I swear here for a second you put date. Leclerc is a bit greater than Verstappen. That's a bold claim, mate. That's a very bold claim. And you are completely correct, Pedro. I mean, he has had some epic results, but I just find him hit and miss. I mean, Verstappen this year has been absolutely mega, but he has also been a prick. Some of his moves into various Turn 1s, Barcelona, Imola, this weekend at Saudi, Brazil Turn 4, he pushes people wide. It's not sporting behaviour. A man crushing Charles. Yeah, I get that, man. And to be fair, so does Matty from WTF1. It's true. Well, it's a shame that Ferrari have been where they've been for the last year or so. It's a shame that their engine did turn out to effectively be illegal. Because otherwise, there would have been another player in the title fight. It's a shame. No, he wouldn't do that, mate. You know that. mean, it's not like someone would, you know, pretend to be on an esports team, Louis. That's a good question, but the question is, when will Lewis retire? I'm not going to be too surprised if he doesn't continue through 23 into 24. I mean, he could easily go with his physical fitness for another 5 years if he wanted to. Just depends if he wants the stress. But who would we replace him with? Vettel is now getting on. Max is fighting against his excessive aggressiveness. Yeah, he is. But no one can deny he's... I'll come back to that in a minute. That he... Oh, hang on. I'll catch up with that in a sec when I'm on the straight. Do you know what? I'm going to do this one lap and then read the chat, so give me a minute. Okay, so let's catch up with what you said, Pedro. Give me a second. Okay, Max is refighting against his excessive aggressiveness stigma, but no one can't deny he's one of the best at the moment. Absolutely agree. I didn't see much of him back then, but doesn't he resemble Raikkonen when he was at McLaren in terms of how confident he is in the car and to limit he drives? That's an interesting analogy. I think he resembles, Raikkonen as always being on the pace as soon as there's a hint of it back then. Although Raikkonen's always been a bit more up and down. Max has been on speed 10 all this year, as Raikkonen was a bit... always has been. But in terms of his confidence in the car, I think that's unmatched. I think he more reminds me of Schumacher back in these Benetton and Ferrari days. And his aggressiveness. And thinking around the world rules. Will he be a champion? Absolutely. Will he be a multiple champion? Yes. Is he too aggressive? Also yes. Because in terms of reserve drivers, they have Van Dorn and De Vries. While De Vries won the F2 Championship, he's got a little to no F1 experience, and Van Dorn, after the second half of 2018, looked like a slug at the back of the field. Yeah, and he was hammered by Alonso, simply put. He was absolutely hammered. And Liam, Lando and George together. Yeah, I could see that. But Lando has signed a multi-year deal with McLaren. But he could easily have another 15 years in the sport, so yeah, maybe. Alright, let's get this race going, gents. Shame no one else is joining us. Put it down a bit. Red Bull has had a far superior car this year, so if Verstappen doesn't win the title, he's only got himself to blame. I am less thinking it's clear cut than that. I think it is more depending on the track, depending on the driver turning up or not turning up, as it were. Mercedes have definitely had a faster car. Barcelona, for instance, Brazil, Saudi. Across the year, I think you might have the point. I think Red Bull have been quicker with all those pole positions, but all throughout the year. He technically drives for Mercedes anyway, so supply McLaren with their engine. Yeah, you have a point. Will he be a champion? Yes. Will he be a multi-champion? Yes. Is he too aggressive? Also yes. Yeah, that's a quote. Plus Lewis has killed him twice this season. Yeah, I mean, he caught him from the back a couple of times in Brazil and Barcelona particularly. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, if you can't beat an aging Hamilton, I mean, he's aging, he's like a year older than me. A crash at Silverstone, yeah. I still don't believe Max was blameless on that, although I would agree that Hamilton drifting wide definitely helped cause it. But hey, opinions, everyone has one. Depends what each driver has written into the contract, doesn't it? The Mazepin Mercedes clause. Lewis cannot be... Yeah, you never know where he is, do you, Singdale? You never know which one he is. Damn it. If I'm going to cock one corner up in this course, it's always turn one. Is Racing Roger on the verge of becoming an 8-time champ? Yes. Yes, he is. Nah, that's not the reason why I cocked up. The reason why I cocked up is I'm a bit shit sometimes. On occasion. A lot. All the time. I definitely knew that, man. 100% knew it. So, Lou, if you're using the cockpit view on this one, street tracks like this are much more rewarding on cockpit view, I think. Although the reason why I don't use the cockpit view in this car is because I hate the steering wheel from this Corvette. I hate it. At least if you're in the 911, you have a proper steering wheel. See if he may do some, or he might get everyone to come visit to you. Oh, that's sweet of him. He's a good lad, our Stevie. You got a bunch of channel point requests you need to play. What? Can you put that into English, Kurt? Well, I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to, Kurt. There's a few on queued. Well, what are they? What are the things on queued? Because there shouldn't be anything queued. Whee! Drift, baby, drift! Oh, that was fun. Hey, Stevie Wonder's here. You have requests you need to play. Google Translate, my friends. Ah, thank you, Mr. Singtail. That was good. Personally, I think this one's more accurate. Just saying. Oh, that was a good one, that. Hey, Mr. Stevie Wonder. Ah, Deguito. Good to see him too. Right, let's go for loading another track. We said St. Croix. I mean, it's got to be. Yes, Louis, we know. Thanks, Kurt. I've just completed those because they were all done. Why they were showing as uncompleted, I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I saw the message. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Well, let's hope I can have a Austria race without having Bill crash into me this time. If you didn't see it again, Kirk, he did it again the other day. So, you know, that was fun. So you're saying you've done... No, I did them, mate. I think that's all I need to say on that. That was like 2 days ago. Or was it last night? So like... What are you laughing at? Oh yeah. And then it's not worth going into again, but yeah. It was in the last race, last GT. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Send me a WhatsApp message now as a reminder to do it, and I'll send you the the link to it. I mean, some people you just can't trust a race, can you? Oh, also you brake check me, so you know it's all fun and games. Gotta love people on this game. And that's the one thing about this game. I've met some absolutely wonderful people. Most are in the chat. And Pedro, Louis, CV Wonder. Deguito's a good guy too. And Cork, I have raced before. Don't know much about him though. Never mind, Kurt. I mean, some people just aren't built to be grown up. Max Verstappen. As I will say, in fairness, he's actually been quite mature for most of the time outside the car. But today, his attitude was disgusting, and he didn't even join in on the podium celebration. Just walked off. No, not really. Well, you sent me a message afterwards, but I'll tell you offline, mate. It's not worth dragging it up all again online. I don't really want to go over it again. Oh, sweet. You're more than welcome, Liam. You know that. I'll hang around for a couple of minutes before I start the race. Then no worries. I've already told people it's going to be January now. One thing we've got to try and do is be consistent. Oh, come on, get out of the way, you fruitcake. Damn it, that was going to be a good lap too. Louis, not out on track? Oh, I see. Racing one of them, are we? And Mr. Stevie Wonder is in his floral 911. See what I did there? Some channels are just very gift subby. I find if you go on to people like Stevie's, Shane Kenty, and a couple of others, if you go anywhere near them, you'll get a gift sub. He's getting meta. Liam, are you on your way, or should we get this race underway? I think Pedro's going for a different car every race so far. Oops. Yeah, he's a bit of a clown with that one. Ooh. I like that livery. Yeah, it had occurred to me, Pedro, that's why I changed off it pretty quick. So I have a habit of... let's check out this person as they're going backwards through the gravel. The best one I ever did was Ziggy. I was talking up Team Roblox chances for the upcoming CRT race, and then he went backwards through the gravel right in front of me. So, thanks, man. And that couldn't have been timed any better. Okay, who do we have joined? Zemo Xmod. Quick. Very quick. Degrito is very quick. Some quick guys, isn't it? It was worth watching you. You do some good laps and some interesting things often, mate. Alright, Liam. I'm going to have to get this race underway, but we have you join the next one. I'm going to ask you how to pronounce that. Is that Ellie? Also, hello. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join. It's an open lobby. Or if you mean the channel, feel free to give us a follow. Venezuela. Ah, welcome. Feel free to join in. The room ID is in the bottom left corner, which is partially masked by Stephen's avatar in there. But yeah, if you want to join us 300, feel free to give the channel a follow and just come and join us in the lobby. You're more than welcome for both. If you're asking where I'm from UK, England. But you're more than welcome to come join us. Kurt, because I have hurt my shoulder and I've taken them off for the meantime. That is why. It's better than the shitty north of England. In your case. Or the shitty, Lincoln. Mate. Hang on. I do too. I use both. It doesn't matter what you drive. I mean, one of the fastest guys in this lobby where is he? Louis, where have you disappeared to? I'm just missing your name. No, I was looking for Racing Roger. Louis in this one, he's a controller driver, so don't worry. Yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't change his position because he was like 20 seconds ahead of Ocon and Bottas. So he's probably like 5 seconds clear. 2 penalty points. Not north of place, it's called Midlands. Yeah, you're from the north as far as I can care. Okay. In all honesty, Liam, I like a little bit of variety, so I tend to leave it open. So on this occasion, I'm going to say no, for the sheer fact this is a 9-lap race on like times 4 or 5 tyre wear, so it's going to create a little bit of tactical cleverness, hopefully. Well, some will go super soft, some will go soft. And some of our drivers, like Pedro, don't like the super soft, so it'll be unfair on him to force him into it. Out of curiosity, what did he get the penalty points and the 10-second penalty for? Was it for slowing on a straight in a dangerous manner? Alright, let's get this race underway. And yeah, there you go. There you go, Ellie. The pad is better, and I will race this one on the pad to prove the pad is better. Okay, at very least I'll just prove it. I'm just going to race it. I can't remember what tyres I picked. Oh well, we'll find out in a minute. Causing a collision. So did... Oh, that's interesting. Does that mean that the trace on the wheel proved that he jinked to left and or braked? Because that's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, so that's for the letting him through. Lou, I'm not going to be surprised that that little push was you. Okay, so there you go. I'm on the pad. We've got a Spanish 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Sorry, Liquid Snake. Oh, Pedro, where have you gone? Oh, you're in ninth. Must be in ninth. Okay, Brit's up to 3-4. I have a feeling it's going to be 3-5 in a second. Yep. There you go. Bad player in P1. Pedro's up to 6th. Keep it going, man. You want to own an Alpha in your lifetime. Is that because you want to be broken down by the side of the road for at least a week at a time? They are known in Top Gear as driver's cars, I will give you that. But the problem is, if you buy a new one, they depreciate like a, you know, a lead brick. And they break down a lot, you know, historically speaking. I do recommend owning a Saab at some point in your lifetime. However, I will retract that and speak only historically speaking, because I've owned one since I was 17, and they are now no longer made. But they are, once you're in the owners club, as it were, people always want another one. I think the hatchback would be more practical. Saying it, if it's a hot hatch, depends on how practical you're thinking. I mean, it probably won't be great on fuel. Focus on getting your license first. I mean, in the next, 10 years, it's all going to be going electric. So it's going to be interesting what happens with the motor industry. Well, you're allowed to have your own favourite brand, Kurt, but they do have a reputation around them. And that is if the reputation is they break down. I mean, you get the same reputation for a lot of French cars. But some people swear by the car that they adore. For good reason. It means something to them. Oh, Laurie, where are you going, man? Hey Don, good to see you again, buddy. £10 penalty for next race. Really? And people from the south of England have the reputation of being rich, stuck-up folks. You do seem to be going on about me about it. What? Clearly? Is that just a northern temper thing? And Don, I'm reasonably sure it would have been a 10-second penalty for this race. That's what would seem logical to me. And again, logic isn't F1 strong suit, as we saw in this Saudi race. Hammer time, Glowbox. Can't touch this. No. Didn't like the Lambo then, Louis. Unfortunately, I think Louis did give up on that one. He still got the fastest lap, mind you. Yeah, that's what I believe that car's known for, isn't it? Never used it. Well, maybe they've nerfed it a little bit. Or you're just literally driving on the edge of cohesion. Whoops. That was a bit leery. This proves I'm getting near the end of grip on these tyres. Oh, fair enough, Louis. I do trust you, man. Louis, if you're watching the race from the sidelines, can you tell me what the other driver's tyres are? Out of curiosity. Because I'm on softs. I'm just wondering if they're on super softs and falling away. I like Glowbox. I like it, man. So you're the... If you go into, like, the morale officer sort of thing. Ah, that's why he's falling away then. His tyres are dying. And that, Liam, is why I wanted the use of soft tyres. Yeah, no worries, Kurt. You take care, dude. Oh, that was a good click. And that's why I like the use of soft tyres. The sheer fact you get a bit of variety. If you can stick with the super soft runners for, you know, the first couple of laps, then yeah, you're alright. Catch you later, you northern bastard. Much love to you, man. I was the only one who didn't have a penalty the entire thing. Yes, clean race. Oh, hang on a minute. I really want to play Final Fantasy VIII now. Oh, no. Right, so where should we go next? I think it can't be anywhere else. It's got to be here. I enjoyed that. And back to this. Oh, Glowbox has left. I liked him. Oh, that has a burble, that engine, doesn't it? I like it. Let's get out on track. Louis, what are you going to race this time? I bet it's not going to be the Lambo again. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is a track vote. Then that'll probably be my last one because I have to be up at work for 6 AM. So I'm going to make this one and my next one my last two. So out of curiosity, who in the chat would like to see a pre-GT Sport based, pre-GP? By that I mean a Super Formula race, close as possible, mirroring the track and, you know, bits and pieces for the ahead of each Grand Prix in the Formula 1. So, for example, if they were to do Suzuka, we would do Suzuka. If they were to do Monaco, we'd find the closest possible sort of GT Sport ideal of it and do a sort of similar race distance. Who would be interested on that? Chances are it would be a Sunday morning or a Saturday night, depending on the time of you know, showing of the races. That would be nice, but wouldn't it be easy to do it on a different game? Possibly, but the only problem being, Pedro, is not everyone's going to have a different game. I mean, ideally it would be on F1 2021 or something. I know, I am aware. I mean, it's, the thought process being, most of the particular followers of this channel and most of the players who play regularly have, you know, GT Sport and not, you know, F1 2021 or something. I mean, the idea would be it would be a super formula race, and it would be similar to a Formula 1 race. Not the exact same, but similar. But if it happens to have the correct track, Barcelona, Nürburgring, Suzuka, you know, we'd use those tracks. So yeah, I'm wondering who would be interested in that sort of thing. Hopefully a few. Ow. Been bitten on my back again. Oh, that's brave, Louis. Another Ferrari. Looks like Lewis has changed teams again. This time it's for Ferrari instead of Mercedes. Or in this last case, Lambo. Let's go. It's a me. It's a Mario. It's not Mario. Ooh. Why am I starting at the back? Oh yeah, because I won the last one. Therefore, it's reverse grid. Louis, that's not unfair. You're starting on pole. I think that was a Stevie Wonder. That was interesting. Come back here, Louis. Oh, I think Stevie's given up. Or at a disconnect. Oh, another one. Always as I'm going around the corner, you get that momentary lapse in frame rate. It's really irritating. So if someone's going to quit, they're going to quit, so nothing I can do about it. Oh, Louis pushing hard. Off on the gravel there. There you go, that's consistency. 52.3, 52.6, 52.2, 52.3. All in the same ballpark at least. I've got the feeling this lap's going to be a bit slower. Ooh. I remember from my CCSR racing that the 458 car is terrible for tyre wear. So, Louis, I know you're going to be on super softs. Good luck with that, mate. Whew. 52.7, 52.5. Yeah, that 7 really sticks out, doesn't it? Louis, are your tyres going off, man? 52.2. There we go. That's more like it. Excuse me. .52.5, slowly catching the leader. .52.6. It's all in the same sort of half-second ballpark, which is not too bad. Oh, that was fun. Had you on the run there, Louis? I'm going to have to save that replay and figure out what actually happened on the first lap. Hey, Pedro, nice one coming home in third. Not bad, man. Yeah, I was aware the Ferrari eats tyres, and I was, the gap was coming down more and more rapidly, so I figured your tyres were falling off the cliff. Better save that replay. Yeah, of course you can, man. It's an open lobby. Honestly, come and find us. I'm just going to put it on a... Oh, there we go. Oh, Degrader's gone as well. Also, it's just the three of us now. You were on softs. Damn, you were running a quick pace, man. But that's weird. I was... Okay, slower than you on super soft, but had better wear. That's a weird scenario, Louis, isn't it? He expanded, gifted me position at the end there. Oh, fair enough, Pedro. See, not all Spaniards are dirty drivers. Not all Brits are dirty drivers. So, you know, it makes a nice change. So, yeah, Edo, feel free to come and join us. But this is going to be the last race. I was going to put it to a track vote, but there's only three of us. So, where should we go? Where's best for our slot? Where do we like going? We haven't been to Monza yet, have we? Let's do Monza. I'll leave that as is. But let's go group 2. Have a bit of a change up a little bit. And Edo, if you like what you see, feel free to give us a follow as well. Join us 300. We 300. Alright, Pedro, I get it, you like the blue. You can't join. Oh, I have it set to a minimum of a D rank. Edu, this is going to be my last race anyway. I'm not saying it just for the shenanigans of it. Give us a follow, and next time we do lobbies, I'll set it completely open, and you can come race with us. This is going to be my last one anyway. And... okay, that's what we'll do. If you want to join next time, that would be absolutely great. And KD, hey, good to see you, buddy. I did see you lurking. Edu, welcome to the channel, my good sir, or ma'am. And yes, what day is it today? Sunday. I'll probably do something tomorrow, at the very least Tuesday. Keep an eye out. I genuinely do open lobbies in the evening, and I do recommend giving Stevie Wonder GT a follow as well, because he does them too. He also does Wreckfest on GT Sport, which is chaos. What is your profession? GT Sport driver. Oh yeah. Right, let's get a couple of laps in. Do you know what? Where's the controller? Let's controller it up. So that Tokyo Drift one has gotten quite popular recently. So, Edu, since you're new to the channel, you can change the avatar that you've got by pushing exclamation point avatar, and that'll give you access to all of the stuff that you need to do so. And just trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, with your redeem points you can... Let's get off this as a loud car, all I can hear is that. With the redeem points you can change the colour of the background and all that. For instance.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations!
So feel free, it's a bit interactive for you. And yeah, there are usually ones which make me have to do reps, but I've hurt my shoulder, so I'm not doing it tonight. I'm going easy on the shoulder. It's amazing how lifting 20 kilos over your head repeatedly up to 40 times a night can not help an injury, is all I'm saying. Come on, Pedro, you want to join this, you know it. No worries, man. I see. Oh, I've just seen your comment. Oh. Feel free to watch away, mate. Right, let's get started. Louis, I'm still struggling with... Oh, fair enough, man. Louis, I'm still struggling with the fact you had such bad tyre wear on the harder tyre in the last one, and that genuinely surprises me. But hey, you know, this shit happens. Right, so final thoughts. 3-person grid, love it. On the only non-A+ one in here. Oh Christ. I'm going to get lapped. Hey, nice one, Pedro. The trademark Louis dive bomb first corner. Oh, ho, ho. The KD, the Kai dive bomb. Okay, we all took 3 very different lines through the Lesmos there. I'm pretty sure none of them were ideal. Why am I looking behind me? It's a 3-car race. Okay, we go into turn 1. I think all 3 of us are on the pad as well. So if anyone says you can't race on a controller, you can. It's just not great for tyre wear. As Louis found out in the last race. Okay, Airson has joined the lobby. Sally's going to be a bit disappointed with me. I end it in a minute. Okay, anyone have suggestions for who to raid? At the moment, I'm thinking Mr. Stevie Wonder. Woo. Drift, baby, drift. I'm not supposed to be drifting this car, numbnuts. Apparently it's not going to stop me from trying to drift it. Damn, actually went through Ascari quite nicely for a change. Yep, I think I deserve that bounty. To take a slight liberty with turn 1. We're halfway through the race. I just seem to be not very good into Parabolica. Repeatedly. Well, that was a shocking lap, actually. Yeah, lost half a second in the final sector. So, final thoughts on the Grand Prix today. What an utter fusscluck. I was trying to think of something positive, but it just didn't happen. Something positive about it. Absolute spectacle and lots of good, decent room for improvement for next year's race, I think. Maybe some alteration to the track. Not in a major way, just a couple of corners straightened out, giving them a little bit more. We're saying that next year we're going to have the 2022 reg cars, so next year might provide a very different race. I hadn't considered that until just now. Okay, I think I'm going to actually reserve judgment on this track until I've seen the new cars in action around it. Because it could be it's just it doesn't suit the current type of car. Yeah, I think we're thinking along the same road. Same trail of thought there, Pedro. The same is going to go for a lot of the tracks. It really is. I mean, I'm all for opening up tracks, make them more raceable. However, some of them you might not need to when the formula updates a bit. Oh yeah, the tracks they're dangerous. I suppose on that note alone, it should just be updated. On that note alone. Whoops. Yeah, well, that's also the nature of the current F1, isn't it? When a car gets up into a place it shouldn't be, and the fast cars have worn tyres, they still can't overtake them. But next year, hopefully the cars being hopefully closer together in terms of physical on-track pace, not 5 seconds to the back where the Haas are, sort of deal. Hopefully the racing is better. But yeah, it's crazy that a tight track like that does mean if someone's out in front and they have track position, they are very hard to pass. I mean, not like Monaco hard to pass, of course, but, you know, still hard to pass. I mean, they were all just waiting for T1, weren't they? The main straight and DRS. It is a shame that he didn't get the position in the end. However, he lucked into it a couple of times. I mean, Bottas ended up behind him because of the safety cars and the restarts and all that sort of thing. So 6 of one, half of a dozen of another. He probably shouldn't have been there, but he did well to hold it while he was there. I hope that makes sense. Right, unfortunately I'm going to have to call that it for tonight. I've driven, not including Goodson Shops and back, well, including Goodson Shops and back, I've driven over 410 miles today, most of them at racing speed, might I add. But yeah, it's been fun. We should give somebody a raid. Who's online? Alright, who's online to give a raid? Okay, we have Cyrus, Shane, Kenty, Stevie Wonder. Well, being the fact he's been such a champ, and he brought a load of his buddies with him, to me, and us lot. I think we should give Mr. Stevie Wonder a raid. And then I think during the week, if Mr. Kenty is online, we're overdue for raiding him at some point. So we'll give him a raid at some point. So, on that note, I'm going to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I mean, it's not yet, but you get the idea. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back. We'll be back probably tomorrow / Tuesday. So, Edu, we will give you some racing, and I will unlock the DR on it. But I do recommend getting a couple of daily races under your belt and get up to at least a D rank. Once you're there, it opens up. Once you're out of an E rank, it opens up a lot of possibilities. Some lobbies run at D rank to A rank, which basically means it doesn't get anyone who's a complete blank slate racing. And I mean, I have no problem racing with said people, but when you're trying to have a fun, fast race, sometimes it's not what you need. But anywho, I will open it up and we'll have a bit more of a free system next time. No worries, Pedro. Thanks for being there, man. Whoa. Well, thanks, man. You keep listening, I'll keep talking. How about that? And if there's anything you want to discuss, put it in front of me, and if I know anything about it, I'll share it. You know me. Right, ladies, gents, catch you soon. I believe Sarah Hawkey will be on later. She's trying to do a stream every day, I believe. So if she's on, give her a watch as well. For those that haven't seen her already, put exclamation point Hawkey and it will take you straight there. Right, it has been a pleasure, everybody. Take care. See you later.